Guys, let's take a look at somebody who may not agree with our sort of democratic view of politics, where one side wins an election and governs for a while, then the other side challenges their accountability. Did they do the right thing or not? Let's take a look at Rush Limbaugh today and what he had to say about the Democratic Party. Let's listen.
No, that's right out of Adolf Hitler's playbook. Now, what are the similarities between the Democrat Party of today and the Nazi Party in Germany? Well, the Nazis were against big business. They hated big business. And, of course, we all know that they were opposed to Jewish capitalism. They were insanely, irrationally against pollution. They were for 2 years mandatory voluntary service to Germany. They had a whole bunch of make-work projects to keep people working, one of which was the Autobahn. They were against cruelty and vivisection of animals, but in the radical sense of devaluing human life. They banned smoking. They were totally against that. They were for abortion and euthanasia of the undesirables, as we all know. And they were for cradle-to-grave nationalized health care.
I do not know where to begin, but I'm going to start with Bob Shrum. Bob, I thought I heard everything. They are insanely against pollution. Well, there you have it. Anybody who's against pollution is a Nazi. I mean, it's the most amazing thing. I mean, this guy is an entertainer. But is there a limit here?
Yeah,
Bob Shrum.
Pat's not going to associate himself with any of that stuff, I don't think. It's despicable drivel. I mean, it's also, it's factually wrong. There were big German companies like Krupps who helped fund the Nazi Party movement. And by the way, it's hard to believe, since I've seen all these pictures of diplomatic conferences held in Germany with high German officials there in before World War II, where they're all smoking. I don't think they banned smoking. He's just made this up. I don't know. Maybe he's back on whatever he was on before.
Well, without getting too personal, Shrum, you took a shot below the belt there, but maybe it was justified this time. Pat Buchanan, what do you make of that Jeremiah from Rush Limbaugh?
Well, look, I think Ribbentrop was the chain smoker, Chris. I think, look, I've seen pictures of him with a cigarette. But
okay,
you're
back
right.
to the larger question.
Big business was in bed with Hitler.
Okay, so his point's ridiculous. First of all, Hitler's impossible to figure out in terms of economic ideology, I think it's fair to say. And putting him on the other side is the cheapest shot. And I think anybody who uses the Hitler thing on the other side is always playing the bad game. Yeah. But here's the question. How dirty is this campaign getting, Pat?
You mean
against the health care bill? Anything goes. You call it Nazism. What further shot can you take?
Well, look, I just don't.
Is there anything worse?
I don't think people are going to think Barack Obama is a Nazi. But look, I do agree with you to this extent. You should never bring the Nazis into the argument, because then we're all arguing about Nazis, and you're not arguing about
the people who are anti-abortion do it too. I think we got to stop these comparisons.
Well, I agree with you 100%. But the conservatives are usually called fascist and all the rest of it, So,
well, that's fair.
But I agree with you on that.
I haven't actually heard that recently.
Teasing. Let's move on.
That's because you haven't been to my speeches.
I think socialists, syndicalists, Fabians. Let's get really sophisticated here.
Right.